step keeps going on, and the melody of my ears can't hear vibration of my soul. It sends me to the beat without no regret. You got no love without no love. You got no regret without no regret. You got no love. A melody where I belong in this life.
Welcome to T-Boys TV. We're back again with another Hatter Show. We've hit a big milestone here, 50th episode of the Hatter Show. And yeah, obviously, you know, a bit of breaking news has come out literally before we started the stream. And my dad's having audio issues again. Leave and join back. Try that again. But yeah, obviously a bit of breaking news has come out. We, you know, won't awfully talk about it for a long time. Obviously, Peppel, I need to get used to saying his name. I think I said it right, but obviously he's gone out to Grimsby. It's going to be good because we're doing a lot of business with Grimsby at the moment as well. Obviously, the player we've signed, but obviously went back out on loan. McAtee, that's his name, has obviously went out there as well. So, you know, they're both forward players. It's going to be interesting to see how they both do there. I know McAtee's definitely going to do good there. But yeah, Peppel's still got a lot to prove. And yeah, obviously we'll discuss the Burnley game, hence why the Burnley ground's in the background still. And yeah, then we'll preview the Newport game tomorrow. But yeah, my dad will be in a minute. He's just having issues again, unfortunately. Big up Blue Terrier. He says, yo, big up yourself, mate. Big up yourself. But yeah, that's everything we're going to be discussing today. So I'm just going to wait for him to join back. Hopefully it'll be better. Hudders, yep, I know. I talked to Manny a lot, and he was saying the same thing. Is it any better now, Dad? Big up LTFC Reeds as well. He says hi. But yeah, I think we're still, we're still having troubles here. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, we had these troubles last week as well, unfortunately. So bear with us. But yeah, that, you know, like I said, that's my thoughts on Peppel. You know, obviously, when my dad joins, I'll get his thoughts. You know, I'm sure his thoughts won't be long either. So yeah, there you go. Blue Terrier, thoughts on Coventry's pitch? Yeah, I've seen a bit too much. You know, I've seen a little bit about it. You know, it was that they're not able to play on it. Hence why the game got postponed. They share it, don't they? I don't really know the ins and outs, but yeah, it is a bit mad. I'm not going to lie. That's what I've got to say about that. Is it better now, Dad? Yeah, I think it's better now. Yeah, there you go. That's better. But how are we, Dad?
Yeah, all good. You?
Yeah, all good. Obviously,
everyone's cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Obviously, episode 50. We've hit a milestone on this show. But yeah, I just literally said my thoughts on Peppel going out to Grimsby, and I say it's going to be interesting because obviously McAtee's there as well. Obviously, two players we've now got. But what's your thoughts on him moving to Grimsby?
Well, it's funny just to say that because I just read that McAtee's injured. He got injured in the first game, and he ain't played, like a shoulder injury. Apparently, it's a recurrence of last season, so he's going to be out for a few months.
Oh, really?
So I'm thinking, yeah. So I'm thinking, they've asked us for, you know, Pebble because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're bringing, you know, because we loaned him back to him, and he's been injured. It's obviously not our fault, but you know that's the whole play. So I think that's why Pebble's gone there, and that's good. That's good for us because we've already guaranteed one player we know is decent. Now we're going to get to see how good Pebble is, or Peppel.
Yeah, it's one of them. A lot of them surnames I have to get used to this year myself as well. But yeah, there you go. LTFC Reese says here, McAtee needs surgery and is out for 4 months.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I think that's why that's happened more than anything. But
Yeah.
it's a shame for the lad, definitely,
No,
because
absolutely.
but it is what it is, isn't it? And I'm sure he'll be all right. He sounds like a fighter. He's got a right character and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's obviously it's on his shoulder, so it's not like it's going to really affect his ability or anything going forward. Like should be quite easy to recover for it properly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or operation or whatever. But yeah,
Speedy recovery and all that. That's all, what I can say on that. Big up Stephen. Big up Ty. This will be good experience. No, absolutely. He's despite us, bringing him in, he's got stuff to prove. So absolutely. But yeah, we just briefly talk about that as that was breaking news. Literally come out before we went live. So yeah, on to the game at the weekend. Obviously I went to it, and just before I started, big up everyone that showed love. Obviously I was wearing a T-Boys TV, literally the shirt my dad's wearing now, but obviously my one with T-Boys TV on the back. Someone asked me in British chat for a picture before, so big up yourself for that. And then at half time, someone come over and said, "Oh, watch your stuff and shake your hand and that." And yeah, it's boss. So big up yourselves for that. But Burnley. Obviously, we took on Burnley away. And we said, going into the preview, that it would be, it's a good time to play Burnley. In fact, they've still got to adapt to a lot of things, how company wants them to play and that sort of thing. But, the lineup come out and it was literally what we said, wasn't it? Bar Potts.
Yeah. And yeah, Freeman sort of put the tip of the midfield as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. But we'll go straight into the game. We'll go into the first half and flipping out. The first half was unreal from us. The display. But I felt even though we got a goal so early, the chances we were having before that, I knew we was going to score at some point. I knew it was going to be like that. We was just on the front foot. We was just all over them. And Potts obviously got a goal. It says 5 minutes in, but it was actually about 4 minutes in. So sort of saw things right in front of me. But there we go. What a finish it was, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he's pinging around the box, and yeah, he does score goals. So give him credit, right? He's actually scored quite decent goals for Luton as well. So no, in that way, he's a good professional. Yeah, like Freeman nearly got it on the end of it, but we had someone to bounce on it and just tap it in basically. So yeah, it's pleasing, and like you say, we was, and we knew we'd be like that anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We all said that, didn't we? We won't give
we
them
play
time
to our
and place.
strength. We'll play to our strengths. We've done it. It's not even a new thing. Like everyone's like, yeah, Burnley has 7 whatever possession. They're gonna have that with loads of teams because they play like that. A lot of teams play like that in the Premier League, and the players have more ability to do that. But we if we can play like that, we will play that. But that's not our dominant. We like to get forward and just attack, like get into the good positions and just work around that, like bypass all that. We'll pass when we need to pass, kind of thing. So I knew like we'll be on them. We've got that confidence. Normally I'd be like, wow, we've scored already. Do you know what I mean? But I weren't. Yeah. I was pleased, but I was like, yeah, okay, that's good, because that almost gave me a feeling like, yeah, we're going to do well in this game. We're not going to lose this game. Do you know what I mean? Whereas before, with other teams, potentially, I'd be like, yeah, we've scored, but that they're going to score 3 or whatever. And I never really thought that. I thought that we, potentially we could have even won the game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, obviously, we got that goal from Potts, and obviously in the away end, it was absolute limbs. It was crazy. But yeah, the first half, as a whole, like I said on my vlog, I just thought that was exceptional. And like I know I keep saying it, but it's just getting to that stage now. It shows how far we've come, with how dominant we were against, let's remember this team were in the Premier League literally last season and been on it seasons upon seasons. It's still got them some Premier League, quality players in their side. And, the way we was just, on them at points in that first half was exceptional. Like,
just putting them under pressure. Putting them under pressure and they know they're in for a game. That's what we're about now,
Yeah.
And you can still see it evolving. Like certain little things are more coming into the way they play. They'll try sort of more intricate passes and that sometimes now, or like the way Amari Bell was like just running into the box and just going so confident going forward. You can see like the players are adding, if they can, something else to their game. Certain players like Cornick is a prime example. A few seasons ago, he was average, really. He just had pace, but then he'd lose the ball. Watch him from compared to now, such a much better player, much better player. And they all go up, and if they can, certain players just are going to be stagnant. Do you know what I mean? But then they'll be off. It's like Nathan Jones says all the time: the ceiling. Certain players haven't reached that ceiling.
Yeah, no,
and that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, and that's what all the bigger teams do. You see these certain players that are playing in the Championship, and then they'll even people like Harry Maguire and that, they're playing for Hull, and then obviously gets good criticism, but I just think the whole Man United team is the same to me. You know what I mean? So,
too many.
You see him make that step up. Jared Bowen as well made that step up. He was playing for Hull as well.
Robertson. That's
Vardy. Certain players, if they're, they can do it. But what some of our players played in League Two, so it makes it that even more remarkable that you're able to draw that ability out of certain players. And as long as you've got that set up, it is like jumping quite quickly. Even in between like seasons now, you can see that we're definitely tough to beat. Teams are very aware already, so it's looking good.
No, 100%, 100%. But yeah, like I was saying on the first half, obviously I said it on the vlog, so I'm not going to go over it for too long. But like my dad mentioned there as well, the pressure. We were putting on them every single player. In that first half, did they even have any chances? I don't think they did. Like they had chances where they were either too, a bit too much on it, or we was just shutting them down. We was literally just shutting them down, headering it away, clearing it away, blocking it away, whatever. It was the first half was unreal. Especially away from home. Like we said, we knew we was going to put that pressure, but I did think it in both halves it would be very, very equal. I thought it'd be end to end, but the first half we were unreal. Obviously went in with the lead as well. Now going into the second half, Burnley just obviously dictated a lot more of the play. Obviously got a lot more possession. Obviously the possession ended up being 71% to 29. But like my dad said, there's going to be games for that liking where they're going to be on the ball like that. Like I said at the start. Obviously they got the goal. In the 50th minute, Brownhill, great strike. There's nothing Ethan could have done about that at all. A lot of people going at Adebayo again. I just don't understand why. It doesn't really make sense to me. Are you the same on that, Dad?
Yeah, I watched it back at that. He sliced the quick clearance, but he's not a defender. He tried to clear. He could probably, he could have done better, but it is what it is. It fell to him. But the point is, it bounced. Brownhill's clinical. He's a very good player. So he's going to punish you. You get punished at that level, but we're still rusty in certain aspects. So Nathan Jones said in his interview, Cornick twice gave the ball away on 2 counter attacks just previous to that. So you got to look at the channels or the patterns of play or whatever. It ended up like that, but before that we could have probably done a counter attack and scored. So I'm not having that. Like, and I've seen him do a lot of good clearances. You know, corners and things like that. He's
Yeah,
normally
headed it away a lot of times.
no one
Yeah.
says anything about that. He does it
No,
loads.
exactly. Yeah,
One
exactly.
mistake, it's like, oh, well, that's his fault. It's not really, is it? It's
No, no.
one of them things. So yeah, I'm not on that.
Yeah, no, I'm not either, obviously. And yeah, the second half, it was more, like I said, it was a lot more Burnley, a lot more chances. Um, you know, and it was just one of them really. Obviously, he made a few substitutions. Morris come on. He looked very good when he come on. Yet again, my thought. Did you think the same?
Yeah, he's always hungry. He's always like, he's a big guy, and he's always like, trying to make things happen, and he's fitting into the mentality of how we play very, very well. Like, already, I can see him already kind of on that level. It'll take a couple of games. I think he'll start banging in some goals, mate. He might even start
I agree.
against
I
certain
agree.
people.
I was talking to someone earlier. Let
Yeah.
me see what you said about this. A Huddersfield fan, shout out Manny, who sometimes comes on here. On the streams and that. I'm sure at some point he'll bring him on for one when we play Huddersfield. To be fair, but yeah. Anyway, he was saying how he reckons Morris might get 20 plus goals. Do you agree with that?
Well, we'll see about that. You know what I mean? He'll certainly get goals, but at the moment he's just he's finding his feet. But
Yeah,
it's kind of the role that he's going to be like playing. If that makes, because like Cornick's role is proper clear. He'll run the channels and he'll cut inside and that. And Adebayo's like like the target man. Like it depends what kind of player that he's going to sort of develop. Is he going to be like Hilton was, or you know what I mean? Like can't see in the box and that. But what I like about him is he's got a very good touch. And he's dangerous in and around the box. So just see how his game develops. But yeah, if he can get it right, then it'll at least get double figures anyway.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. But yeah, obviously that happened. The other substitutions we done, Woodrow for Freeman, who obviously played decent again, like we mentioned, Freeman, and then obviously the second last sub was obviously Burke for Campbell, so a bit of a defensive one in that aspect, and Campbell being one of them players again, just not giving them time. One of the many players, not giving them time or space, especially in that first half. And there was one time, wasn't there, where I think Cornick gave away the ball and then Campbell tried to get it back, but he just missed out. And then they went on a break. But, you could see that he was trying to do stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Again,
but
like he always is, that guy.
That's just a bit of rustiness and that, but we're getting into them positions, on when we're hitting our strides, they'll be gone, them players. And like their keeper he was playing a bit of risky business, coming out of his area. He was brave in that, but I feel like going forward, that guy's going to cost them some points.
No, I agree. There was plenty of time, especially in that second half. Obviously, we're shooting towards us, and I could see it. Like when Adebayo nearly got it off him, I was like, "Flipping hell!"
Because the thing is, like they play like that in the Premier League, like most teams, past it with keeper and da. But the thing is, in the Championship, people are more like people don't really play like that, and people are more, forceful in that in the Championship. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll chase you down. They won't just go out. He's got a good touch. They'll hassle you and hustle you like we did. On another day, Adebayo would have got that, flicked it around him and scored.
100%. It could have been like. Well, obviously not, but when you say they're sneaky, and that, look at Cornick's goal against Reading, for example, last season.
Yeah.
When do you really see that in the Premier League? Do you know what I mean? So that's what you mean by what you just said there. And then obviously the last sub, which was near the end, obviously Osho come off. Nothing serious. It's just cramp. I heard it. Obviously before they release it, obviously they always do the Nathan Jones interview when he's literally doing it, so I always hear it before. And yeah, obviously you lot would have seen it now anyway if you watched it. But yeah, obviously cramp, so it's not too bad. And yeah, you don't want these injuries flying again this season, I'll tell you that. But Osho was very good as well. I thought in the game, headering the ball away, and another player that was just on him, and yeah, and then obviously Lansbury come on. It was one of them where I didn't really, see much, but he did come on towards near the end of the game. So it was one of them. Yeah, is there anything else you want to say before we get into man of the match? You know what I mean? Just overall, just a very good point away, which we both predicted as well, by the way.
Yeah.
That's my third prediction that I've got right for Luton this season.
So, the thing is about the second half, obviously Burnley, Burnley company's going to lay into them, and they did. Obviously, they're at home. They're going to come out and perform better because they are generally they've got better, squad of players, you could say,
Yeah.
But he's made a lot of signings and things like that, but they've all got ability and they're at home. They're under pressure. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, you could see how frustrated a couple of their players were getting. Barnes was getting frustrated. The captain was getting frustrated. Like, just RKO Nathan Jones for some reason.
Oh, that was fuming.
It's not funny. It was a bit, it's just whatever,
Because he tried. Yeah. Who did he try starting on before that? Literally someone before that.
Yeah, but my point is, like, they're getting frustrated already, and there's going to be other teams as well that are going to do the same to them. So it'd be interesting how they can cope with that. I can see them get quite a few losing discipline, personally. I can see a lot of players getting booked and stuff like that. But yeah, so but we still held our own, and like after a certain amount of time, I was like, yeah, we probably won't score, even though we had chances as well, especially right near the end. I was like, yeah, we're going to get the point. I just felt like we'd get the point, and that's the performance we just said before when we previewed the game is what counts, and it was good performance. Exactly. We're still not in top gear either. It weren't like we was at the top. We can still go up another gear.
100%.
And then we've still got players who are bedding in and are going to gel together. So it looks good. Yeah, I'm pleased.
No, absolutely. Like we said, a point away at Burnley, that is exceptional, and we'll take that. Obviously, that is what we predicted as well, both of us, like I said. But yeah, we'll move on to man of the match. I done mine on the coach. Obviously, they always ask us. For me, it was out of the wing backs. Bell or Bree, but there's a lot of other options up there, but I think they're the main two stand out. I give it to Bree at the time, but I understand why people might go Bell, and yours is Bell, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Bell. Like, he basically, if you look back at the highlights and that, and the way he played, like, throughout the whole game, but he initiated the goal anyway. Like, he won the ball back, he spun round, you know what I mean? He ran into the box, he got the cross in, Adebayo headed it towards goal. But he was like that all game. The confidence oozing from him. He wants to play in the World Cup as well. For Jamaica in the World Cup, I don't think qualified for it or whatever. I'm not sure, but whatever. Like, even if that ain't the case, he wants to be in the team because we sound Doherty or whatever, and everyone's talking about, I'm going to play him instead. Right, you can't be dropping him. He was brilliant last season, especially towards the end of last season. You can see he's grown in confidence, and going forward as well. He's better at going forward than Bree is. Bree's crosses now are probably better, but dribble, going into the box and with swivels and stuff like that, he's good. Like, we haven't had that for a long time. That player, and he's just getting better and better. And that's what we need, that on the wing as well. So but Doubt is more of an attacking player, but he can still defend as well. You know what I'm saying? He defended really well. He was energetic all game, and I'm pleased. I'm really pleased for him. I thought he done really well.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Bell all day long.
yeah, no, I just wanted to say that as well before I go on to that little story about Bell, which obviously I told you. But yeah, no, I thought we was exceptional, and I'll tell you what I loved as well, the support. We didn't bring as many as we could have, but it was the support
Yeah,
from minute
yeah.
one,
So
even
yeah,
before the
but
game. I
yeah,
rung you, didn't I? And you
yeah, it
could
was
hear
really
the
good
fans.
atmosphere.
It was
Yeah, yeah, it was really good. Yeah,
absolutely brilliant for especially, oh my god, in that first half. It was even second half. You lot heard it on the vlog, for example. The away support we bring is phenomenal. Sometimes don't bring the numbers, but we for sure bring the atmosphere. I'll tell you that. Even before the game, at the cricket bit, it was mental. It was mental. So big up everyone that went, and obviously I know it's not easy to go to games at times, but yeah, for the people that did, big up yourselves. Big up. I'm going to go through a lot of comments. Got a lot of comments, getting a lot of love. Then I'll go into the Bell story quickly, and then we'll preview Newport tomorrow. Evening, lads. Hope you're well. Yep, we're good. Thanks, mate. Hope you're well. Good result for Luton, in my opinion. No, 100%. Big up Wolf. He says, "Hey lads, big up yourself." Obviously, Man United fan, but obviously the Brighton went there and won for the first time ever. So there you go. United still in the mud. My bro, big up yourself, Wace. And Dad, look who's in the chat. Look who's in the chat.
we got Chris. T Boys TV.
And then yes, boys, love this. Big up yourself. I'm not actually too sure. Yeah, no, good mate. But yeah, I'll just tell you about the Bell story. Obviously, I told my dad. So obviously, we go back to services on the way back, stop off there, toilet, if anyone wants food, whatever. And we saw Amari Bell. Literally, me and British chat were going around the corner, see Amari Bell talking to the fans, and they were basically bigging him up, his performance and that. And he was like, yeah, putting his thumbs up and saying, yeah, thanks, guys. And the weird thing is, he literally tweeted saying like 20 minutes before, saying, thanks for the support today, the away support and all of that, happy with the point and etc. So, yeah, that was boss. That was a boss moment. And, yeah, you can see that, a lot of these footballers, they'll just try and avoid you. He actually turned back and was talking to them and that sort of thing. So, big up himself for that. And, yeah, another thing, actually, company as well. It feels good to get a little bit of respect for once, doesn't it, Dad?
Yeah, like it was it come out and said like they were, how good we were and that, and that we know what we're doing, that we're a playoff team, and that's at the moment, yeah, that's about right. I mean, you can see obviously the experience he's got, the way we're playing, the way we're set up, and the way we do things, and it does work. We're going to be hard to. We have to be up and around there. So, and he can already see that, But yeah, it's only it's a little thing, isn't it? We'll see. But he didn't, when that incident happened with Nathan Jones and he'd come over, I thought, oh, here we go, that he's going to give it the old Premier League big bollocks or whatever. But he didn't. He didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be a good manager. I just hope, if he gets the time with Burnley, even if they don't go up this season, that he gets the time. So I just think he's got the right attitude and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, absolutely. And he knows what it's about,
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, it was good to hear. Yeah, obviously. But now it's just gonna, we deserve that respect anyway. It doesn't matter whether Joe Bloggs said it or Vincent Kompany said it.
Yeah, no, it's true though. It's just a comparison to be done there.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, to the people that ain't heard what he said, I'll read it out. I won't read all of it out. Just read the bit out about us. So he said, you always want to win, but I saw a spirit and a high energy during the entire game. And now this is the bit. There is a lot of positives to take. I think Luton is a playoff team. They know what they need to be doing, and I am impressed, with how we dealt with that. So that's what he said. But yeah, for me, it's just a bit refreshing to get a bit of respect for once. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially for someone who done what he's done in the game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, as well. Yeah, you're right. You're right as well, because a lot of managers throw shade on us. You know, oh, we were the better team. Like when they're clearly being delusional. Like it happens quite a lot.
Nigel Pearson.
Certain managers, but because he's young, he's up and coming. You know, he's going in. He hasn't got all them chips on his shoulders now. I don't know what it is, but certain managers, it's just delusional.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, Dad, it is Greg in the chat.
Big up, Greg. I hope you're well, bro. I hope you're well.
Look, Chris didn't know at first either. No, there you go. So yeah. Big up Blue Terrier. It says Cristiano Ronaldo Sui. Obviously away City and Luton fan. It says big up Vinny, company speaking facts. No, absolutely. Chris has said company is a leader. That's the thing. Even Bellamy has his assistant. Two loud voices in.
Yeah, Bellamy as well. Yeah, and if Bellamy's
hold on, is that Craig Bellamy?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's a good character as well. Like as long as he can calm down or whatever.
I like
it'd be good to. And I saw it. He showed a lot of respect to Nathan Jones and that as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think some managers, they might not admit it, but they're obviously looking at what he's doing.
Or they just say the typical,
thinking, how's he doing that?
Moving like he can't be. What's the word? Like show passion. You know, a lot of them I don't like him because of this. It's just ridiculous.
Well, it's because he argues for everything, and if he thinks it's right, he will do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just because if he was 6'4", no one would say nothing.
Facts.
But because he's not, that's why I look at him. You know, I think that's all it is. But yeah.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, no, absolutely, Chris. I definitely see it. Obviously, I've said it'll be this season, but if not this season, definitely the next few seasons, 100%. And yeah, to this comment, I've heard companies say he's going to try and keep glimpses of it, but they are trying to play more attacking, sort of. As that was, how that sort of football was. So yeah, nothing else you want to say about that game, is there, Dad?
No.
Yeah, moving on to League Cup action. Starting tomorrow, first round. Obviously, I don't want to talk about the first round last year. We don't want to go there with that. Yeah, all I want to say, if you do want to see that, just go on the Stevenage vlog. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, we got Newport this time at home. Obviously, Stevenage last year was away. And I expect the obvious, where there'll be a lot of rotation. Obviously them playing on Saturday as well against Preston, which obviously we'll get into more. But yeah, how are you feeling going into this one, Dad?
We've got to the stage now where we're the bigger team. We should be winning. We can make loads of changes, and it's been quite a few years since we've been able to do that properly, like what we're probably going to do tomorrow. So it's just one of them where you're just thinking, well, I expect us to win. Like I've looked at their squad, they're like mid-table League Two team. But, I don't think, not we should be beating them with our squad. Even with wholesale changes, our squad is better. We're at home, so just win, get into the next round. That's how I'm feeling.
No, absolutely. My thoughts going into it, I pretty much echo them. It's I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but it is a very favourable tie for us. It's a good tie for us. Like I said, with the rotation thing as well. But we know it's not going to be it's not going to be super duper easy. But yeah, I'm like you. I expect to win, of course, and obviously we'll get into predictions and all that in a minute. But yeah, we'll go into lineup. We won't do what we did last time because that bloody nightmare I had doing all that stuff. How would you go in this game? Formation, players. How are you thinking about it?
it's kind of like a free hit, isn't it? So I don't know what. Maybe you could try a different formation.
Yeah, true.
But it's anything can happen. All I expect is that it's going to be wholesale changes.
Yeah.
So let's go for.
I'm going to go Macy in goal.
Yeah, definitely Macy in goal. 100% is going to happen.
Well, hold up. Did we say a formation we're going for?
Yeah, well, I was just going to say like 3-4-3, whatever it is.
Yeah, 3-4-3. Yeah, go with that.
So we obviously three at the back. Macy in goal. I'm expecting Lockyer to start.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Probably Burke.
Yeah.
And then obviously Osho is going to be rested.
Yeah.
Potts probably.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Even now, I think he might get rested as well. So it's going to be difficult. Maybe Bradley. One of them.
Yeah,
one of them
could be Potts or Bradley.
Yeah, Lockyer and Burke probably definitely Lockyer. And then maybe just Bree's going to be rested. I would have thought.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's going to put on that side. I don't know who I'd put on that side. Maybe Fred.
Yeah,
he's fit.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
Fit, was he on the bench the other day?
No, I don't think so. But I feel like he's potentially going to be starting that game, or I'd start him. And then Doughty, I'd start on the left. And then midfield, obviously, probably start Berry, Lansbury.
Yeah.
Maybe Thorpe or someone like that.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Or Mendes Gomez.
I'm going to go Thorpe. I'm going to go Thorpe in that midfield.
Yeah, and then up front, probably, it's going to be, for me, I think Woodrow's probably going to start. I feel he needs to start a game as well. I don't think
you said three, didn't you? Three up top. Yeah, so Woodrow.
Yeah. Maybe Musgrave. Yeah, Jerome would definitely start. I think.
I was thinking that, and then the other one.
We could put anyone up there. Musgrave, yeah.
Yeah.
But there will be a lot of changes. It's hard to predict what the team will be.
It is very hard to predict
in the lineup, But I expect it to be something like that. But then you've got the youngsters who might play as well, just to give them a game.
Actually, think about it. I definitely think Thorpe will play.
Yeah,
because he ain't been loaned out anywhere either, is he? So that tells me for these sort of games,
Piera as well. Like, there's so many options.
Yeah.
I'd probably start him.
Who would you start him over?
Depends where I put him on the right side, I suppose. Like probably instead of Lansbury or Berry.
Interesting.
Or you could even put him on the right side of the front three, right or left side. There's so many options.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. And obviously, we've extended more squad depth as well, so it's even
it is hard.
More, isn't it? Yeah, no, it is. It is. But yeah, we'll go something roughly like that. So Macy in goal, back three. You said Lockyer, Burke, and you're going to go Bradley, or are you going to go Potts?
I'll go Potts.
Yeah, I'll go Potts as well. Left back, Doherty, or left wing back, whatever. And then Fred on the right thing, and then the midfield. Who did we say? We said you took Berry out, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you went
Pierre on the right, Lansbury and Thorpe.
Yeah, I'll go with that. And then the front three, sorry. Gonna go Jerome for the middle. Who did you say on the left?
Woodrow,
that was it. And then the right, Musgrave, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a good partnership up front, man. But
Watson,
if that was in League One, they'd win the league with that strike force, mate. I swear. Yeah,
Louis Wat,
exactly.
big up Stephen. Louis
Yeah,
Watson, that's another
yeah,
shout.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've got a few like it could be, you know, Iceland might even start in goal. I expect Macy to be given the
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Me and British chat were actually
He's the
discussing it
backup.
before
He's a
kickoff.
backup keeper. He needs some. He needs some
Exactly.
minutes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we was literally saying that. And British Chat's telling me how he wants to see him in action. Obviously not in the league because we know, you know, that's the main reason Ethan's come in, you know, he
Yeah.
wants to get in the World Cup squad. But yeah, so, and how tall he is. You know, it's mad. It's actually mad. So yeah. But we'll go through some comments and then we'll get into score predictions. I hate predicting League Cup, even FA Cup games. Upsets can happen and most teams will rotate. Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. This is Chris' thoughts on this game. Obviously, he's a Carlisle fan, so he watches a bit of League Two more. I think it will be a close game, but I expect Luton to make it through. Both teams had a run in cup competitions in the past. Gives some lads a run up. I think we have, yeah, exactly enough in depth to beat them. I expect Luton to rotate. You're the better team with better squad. With my knowledge as a League Two fan, Newport won't rotate as much as it's free hit for them. They don't expect to win. Yeah, I saw a lot of their fans when they got us. You know, were buzzing for it. Obviously, you know how far we've come and that sort of thing. You know, it's a championship away.
It's a test for them as well, isn't it? But
yeah, exactly.
I think we got too much, man. We're far ahead. Last time we was in League Two, we were winning 8-2, 7-0.
Yes.
You know, and look how, you know, so I expect us to win.
No, yeah, definitely. Macy, Burke, Lockyer, Potts, left wing back, Doherty, if fit, right wing back, if fit. Interesting. Midfield to B, says Stephen, Berry, Elliott, Lansbury, Watson. I mean, like I said, you know, when you said Watson now, I did forget. I don't think it'll start though, to be honest. I think it might even be on the bench or something. I don't know if it's one of them benches where, you know, there's going to be pretty much everyone that's not playing, except obviously some. Nathan Jones will say, you know, give some a rest and that. But you know, I'm not sure if it's more that would be for league or something. But then again, there's 5 subs in the league now. So there you go. Big up Hayden. He says hi. Up front on the right, Mendes, Gomez on the left, Jerome and Woodrow through the middle. Interesting. I mean, Jerome, we weren't playing as a winger, but we saw him on the left side in games like Huddersfield.
Yeah. I'd be happy with that. You know, but that's the options we've got. You know, and these players are going to be looking to impress as well. So
exactly,
you know, I want to see if the players in the background are played the same way that the first team were obviously embedded in with. Now I want to see the same, you know, play the same attitude, the same everything, and I expect that there will be, and if they play like that, well, yeah, could be a high scoreline.
Potentially. We love to hear this. You know, if you said the Watford then boy, I'd have had to lock you off the thing.
1 second, man.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'll probably watch that. You know, I reckon it'll be a draw. You know, West Brom did get a good result. I might as well just say it while my dad's gone for now. West Brom did get a good result against Middlesbrough, a way that I didn't expect. Now, it's, you know, I know they've done very good signings, but I'm not convinced with Steve Bruce personally as a manager in the playoffs. You know, relegation sort of battling manager in the Premier League, yes, but you know, actually trying to, I'm just not too convinced. So yeah, I reckon the draw. But if someone does win, I do think it'll be Watford. To be fair, unfortunately, you know, just don't get caught napping like our Sheffield United were. That's what I will say, because we have to admit, you know, Watford's attack is disgusting. We have to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna go over 1-1. I'm gonna go 1-1 for that game. Yeah, hopefully they do today, but I don't think they will get battered, unfortunately. But yeah, Chris has gone 2-0. 2-0 for Luton. Yeah, that would be nice. Clean sheet as well. That would be good. This is what Chris has gone with, Dad. 2-0 to us.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Clean sheet. Take that. But yeah, it is our time to do score predictions. How do we see this one going, Dad? Now, obviously,
I just think that there's going to be players itching at a bit to start, getting on the pitch and showing what they can do. Especially them fringe players or the players that have just come into the squad, like Woodrow, even Morris maybe. Be interesting to see what the lineup is, but I feel that he's going to go with the players that are going to do the job and or on the fringes. So I'm going to say 4-0 Luton.
Yeah, usually I think a little bit about my predictions beforehand, but like you said, the team could literally be anything. I usually...
And we won't be wanting a repeat of what happened last in the Stevenage game, where we were below par and we still got a draw. We just mashed up all the penalties. Very different story this way round. You know what I mean? 4-0, I reckon.
Yeah, I was going to say, where do you go 4-0? I'm going to go... I'm going to go 4-0 as well. I was thinking 4-3-0, but I'm going to go 4. Like you said, a lot of players will want to impress. And a lot of these players that could start, they're probably not even too far off anyway. Obviously, Woodrow and, a lot of the others as well. So, they'll definitely want to make their stamp. But yeah, I reckon we'll definitely have enough, I reckon. And like you said, no repeat, players won't want that and that sort of thing. And I think an advantage going into this, as well, is obviously last time we was away, Derby as well. Whereas this is more of a, how good we are at home.
Exactly.
Whatever competition.
And there'll be a few there.
Narrowly lost to Chelsea, for example. Didn't even have our strongest team. But yeah, what was you going to say, sir?
Exactly. Like I'll say, there's going to be a few there. There'd still be a good atmosphere. Newport's a long way for them to travel, and they're half expecting to lose. You know what I'm saying? I just think that we're just going to show our quality now that we've finally got some. Decent quality all round the whole squad, mate. It's so we needed it for a long time, and now we've got it. It's just amazing, really, when you think about it.
It is.
Sometimes you have to take a step back
and really realise what is happening right now.
Yeah, it's because the progress we've made in the Championship on its like is the hardest as well, but so quite quickly still. You're thinking you're waiting as a long time fan. I'm waiting for something to happen. Suddenly lose 5 games in a row and that, but it's not happening.
No.
And obviously in the future, obviously it's going to happen. But by then, we'll be right up on the level, and you can sort it out. But you know what I'm saying? But I expect us to win and win comfortably, and I'm going to look forward to watching that game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just quickly, it's not a game I'm going to, unfortunately. As we speak right now, I don't even know when my next Luton game will be. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to see because obviously British Chap's going away as well, so I don't really, going to games by myself. Obviously, there's other people and that, but games by myself, I've done it a lot last year, and it's a bit dead at times, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
My next game, I'm looking at Swansea away, which is a 3:00 kickoff in a few Saturday. I think it's not this Saturday, next Saturday. So, I'm looking at that. That might be the next one, but not 100% yet. Chris has said it's also difficult to predict cup games because when teams play each other, they always put the league as priority depending on what their aims are. Yeah, no, absolutely. 6-0 6-0 Luton, that would be very nice.
I like that. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. To be fair, it wouldn't. It really wouldn't. But yeah, just another thing I like to say as well. Like I said, the players won't be. Most of them players not too far off the first team as it is, and if we get a very convincing win here, then that's very convincing for the next game as well, which is obviously at home, which is Preston. Which you're looking at how they're. Obviously, I'll keep an eye on how they do. They're also playing tomorrow. They're playing Huddersfield. Of obviously, they've been in the league, so that'll be an interesting game. Preston haven't scored yet this season, and it's going to be an interesting one. See how they do in that, and we always tend to do well against Preston at home. That's what we'll say, but we'll see what they do tomorrow, and we see what we do, and then judge it a bit more from that. Even though it is the cup, but so you get a bit more of an understanding at the same time. But yeah. Dad, is there anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
No, that's it. Like, if you're going to watch it or you're going or whatever, I enjoy the game. I think it's going to be a good one.
Absolutely.
And, just chill out, innit? Like, relax, because, it's a game we should be winning. There's no pressure on us, and it's nice to potentially enjoy a game like that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Definitely. No, definitely. But, yeah, there you go. There you go, people. That is episode 50. Like I said, we hit the milestone in that aspect of the Hatters Show. So big up everyone that's watched the whole time. Do you know what I mean? And people that have watched throughout and all of that. Obviously, as you lot know, these are probably one of my favourite streams or things to do on YouTube other than the vlogs. So big up yourselves for that. And don't forget to smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new with the notification bell on and all of that. And share the channel as well. And if you want to follow me across any of my social media, links to them are in the description. And not too sure when I'll be next back on content. I was thinking of maybe doing a watch along tomorrow, but then I don't know if I'll definitely be able to. It might be a bit later on, but keep your eyes out anyway. And obviously, we will do a reaction to this. Obviously, when the day before Preston. So obviously on Friday. Big up Chris, says great stream as always, lads. Brilliant channel as always. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself, mate.
Big up yourself.
Big shout going out to Chris and Grog.
Oh, yeah. Big up to them and big up to you. He always says it like that. But big up yourself, Wolf. But what would you say? Big up Chris and that.
Big up Chris and Greg.
Yeah. Let me try and find a bit of their comments. Yeah. So that was Greg there.
Yeah, big up Greg. We'll come and see you soon, bro.
Yeah, he was saying, yes, love this. Or yes, boys, love this. Big up yourself for that. And then Chris with a cheeky little oi, lads. So, there you go. There you go with that. But, like I said, not too sure on content yet. But keep an eye on the Instagram, on the social medias. And, keep an eye on here on my channel if I schedule anything. But, whenever I see you lot next, big up yourselves. Stay safe, take care, all of that. And next Hatter Show will definitely be on Friday. So probably maybe about 6 p.m. again. But we'll see nearer the time. But until next time, take care and peace.